Kumba, the mighty silverback, a story of perseverance, generosity, and responsibility. In the heart of the dense, green jungle lived Kumba, a mighty silverback gorilla. He was the leader of his troop, known for his strength and wisdom. With his strong, silver-tipped back and broad chest, Kumba was respected by all the animals in the jungle. But being a leader wasn't always easy, and Kumba had many important lessons to learn about perseverance, generosity, and responsibility. One morning, as the sun filtered through the thick canopy of trees, Kumba awoke to the sounds of his jungle home. He stretched his massive arms and gazed over his troop, his family. There were younger gorillas playing, older ones foraging for food, and mothers caring for their babies. As the leader, it was Kumba's responsibility to keep everyone safe and ensure they had enough food and shelter. But this year, the jungle had been dry, and food was harder to find. The trees that once provided plenty of fruit were bare, and the rivers were running low. Kumba's troop was beginning to grow worried. "We must find a new source of food," Kumba said to himself, knowing that it was his duty to take care of his family. "It's going to be hard, but I won't give up." With determination, Kumba set out into the deepest part of the jungle, where no gorilla had ventured before. The trek was long and difficult. The heat from the sun beat down, and thick vines and thorny bushes blocked the way. But Kumba didn't turn back. He pushed through, knowing that his family was depending on him. After hours of searching, Kumba finally spotted a cluster of trees heavy with fruit in a clearing. He sighed with relief. There was enough food here to feed his entire troop for weeks. Just as Kumba reached out to pick some of the fruit, he heard a rustling sound. From the other side of the clearing, a smaller troop of gorillas appeared. They were thinner and looked tired, and their leader, an older silverback named Baka, stepped forward. "Kumba, we too have been searching for food," Baka said quietly. "Our troop is struggling." Kumba looked at the food-laden trees, and then at Baka's troop. He knew his own family was hungry, but he also saw that these gorillas were in need. Kumba thought for a moment, and then smiled. "There is enough food here for all of us. Let's share it." Baka's eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Kumba. Your generosity will not be forgotten." The two troops worked together, gathering fruit and sharing the bounty. Kumba felt a warm glow in his chest. Sharing the food not only helped the other gorillas, but it also made the work easier. Together, they were able to carry much more than Kumba could have alone. When Kumba returned to his troop, everyone cheered. They had fresh food, thanks to his perseverance and the help of their new friends. Kumba explained how sharing the food had made the journey easier, and the younger gorillas listened in awe. But the day wasn't over yet. As the sun began to set, dark clouds rolled in, and a heavy storm began to brew. Kumba knew it was his responsibility to protect his family from the storm. The trees swayed in the strong winds, and lightning flashed across the sky. "Kumba, what should we do?" one of the younger gorillas asked, eyes wide with fear. Kumba remained calm. "We need to find shelter, quickly," he said, taking charge. "Follow me." Kumba led the troop through the jungle, looking for a safe place to wait out the storm. The rain poured down, and the winds howled, but Kumba kept going, checking on his family to make sure no one was left behind. Finally, he spotted a large cave hidden behind a waterfall. It was dry and safe inside. Kumba made sure everyone entered the cave before him, and only then did he step in. He sat at the entrance, keeping watch over his family as the storm raged outside. That night, as the storm passed and the troop rested in the warmth of the cave, Kumba realized something important. Being a leader wasn't just about being strong. It was about taking responsibility for others, sharing what you had, and never giving up, even when things were hard. The next day, when the storm had cleared, the jungle was fresh and alive with the sounds of animals. The rivers had filled with rainwater, and the trees were starting to grow new leaves. Kumba and his troop emerged from the cave, ready to continue their journey. As they walked through the jungle, Kumba felt a sense of pride and peace. He had learned 3 valuable lessons: perseverance, generosity, and responsibility. Perseverance had helped him push through the difficult journey to find food for his family. Generosity had allowed him to share with others, making friends along the way. and responsibility had guided him in protecting his family during the storm. Kumba's troop thrived under his leadership, and the story of the mighty silverback gorilla who led with strength, kindness, and wisdom spread throughout the jungle. The animals looked up to Kumba, not just because of his powerful frame and long, silver back, but because he was a leader who cared deeply for others and always did what was right. And from that day on, whenever the younger gorillas needed advice, they would look to Kumba and remember the lessons he had taught them. Never give up, always share, and take care of those around you.